Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Looking to fire. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He's sacked, and this defense comes up with a play to push them back. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the...
Turning it on! Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do it. Oh, it's blocked! Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And Jesse, they've got a running back they love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. On the ground, it's Babers. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. There he goes. Big pickup on here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it. Quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down. The coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want to go for it.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. On target over the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hawkins. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He's at the 50. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
And the extra point was good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Ran pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
To the air on second down. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Shotgun snap on third down. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Coming out with it, it's Ramsey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll move the tight end. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
First down. Look at the pass. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Finds his back in the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Leaves it with the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. Nice move to keep running. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get in the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those 2 things together and you're just pretty amazing.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Gets open down the middle. And they'll knock him down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have it.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
In this defense, we know they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quarterback making checks. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This time he's got his man. Corralled and brought down by the defense. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pick. At all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Flips it out to the back. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown time! And they take it in
big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gives it on the option. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He has the first and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pocket breaking down. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the wideout. Makes a diving grab along the right sideline. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, he's got some space. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Got it, looking for the first down. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Boise State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking deep down the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know the... hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's loose on the right. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's Casey. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Third down way in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A little screen to the running back. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Takes the easy completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense down to the 22 on first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, and somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Missouri! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense...
Turning it on! A little more more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The give out of the gun. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a... at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Quarterback will keep it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Babers. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense.
Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean.
Going right to work up top.
Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, he'll throw it. On target to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Unleashes it on the run. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the completion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The snap sets up the throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Wide open downfield. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Gonna look downfield again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes. And they take over. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds a man on the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. Got it, looking for a first. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the returner is stopped. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Listen, running back.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll throw it. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Missouri wants to go fast. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds space on the right. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
He's got 2. Here we go. Set.
Using his legs, it's Babers. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab on 3rd. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. So now it's 2nd and long. It'll be 3rd and long. Business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.